Teeming summer rain is already playing havoc with the schedule of long-distance truckie Mark Belitho.
Oh, come on!
As he prepares for a marathon 5-day trek across the Australian continent.
Far out! Why am I losing air?
We're just hunting our dolly and trailer down.
Mark will be sharing the wheel with Claire, his wife and driving partner of 15 years. She's trying to track down one of the trailers they'll be hauling, a consignment of car parts.
This is the busiest day of the week here.
The worst day for a mechanical problem with a trailer that threatens to put them behind before they've even started.
So it's a bit chaotic, but we'll get there.
Trucking is a tough business with strict deadlines.
Oh, man.
Miss an important one without a good excuse, and the boss can lose a contract, the driver his job.
Wow, man. I don't believe this. I've got an air leak on the front axle on the back trailer and I can't move because it's losing that much air. You can hear it.
That's a good thing. Teamwork, man. He's a classic, mate. He is one funny dude, the old trickmeister.
The air's leaking out that much, I can't move. Rev it up. I'll be out of air soon.
The mechanic has managed to track down the problem and fix it.
All done? Or was it just a loose clamp?
The air hoses have knocked the friggin' drain plug. Just straight out the drain.
The truck will now run constantly for 5 days, with Mark and Claire using the 2-up system. While one drives, the other rests. Then they swap so the wheels keep rolling. Truckies have a general rule of no hitchhikers, but Claire and Mark make an exception for their dog, Roy. He's family.
Our working relationship, we've always kept that pretty separate.
Mark was already a seasoned driver when Claire met him.
I didn't like Mark at all when I first met him. Not at all. It was not good. It was not a good meeting. And I thought, I don't know if
How bad's that?
I don't know if I can live with this dude, you know.
But his truck impressed her.
I said, oh, you know, I'd love to learn how to drive a truck.
And I said, if you really seriously want to learn, I'll teach you, but if you don't waste my time.
And here we are.
Mark's driving a brand new truck worth $300,000, and that's only for the prime mover. It's big business. With 2 trailers attached, the rig weighs in at just under 80 tonnes, sitting on 42 wheels. The front steering tyres cost $1,000 each and need replacing 4 times a year. After their problems with the trailer brakes at the Perth depot, Mark and Claire are now 4 hours out of Perth and ready for their first driver change. It's been a good run so far, but there are signs of trouble up ahead.
Change over time, yep. Boss is behind the wheel now. All right then, ready for action.
You're heading into one almighty storm. Take it easy.
You too, keep it safe.
The Weather Bureau is warning of severe thunderstorms with hail, gale force winds and flash flooding. One of the worst storms to hit the area in years.
We've got water over the road in front of us in the next probably 20 minutes, and we're actually going into the storm now. We're driving into where it's going to get hairiest.
It's going to get dangerous, but Mark knows however hazardous the conditions are, he has to let Claire deal with it.
Being in the bunk, you're at the most vulnerable. Somebody else is in charge of the whole show. I'm not incredibly brave. I have a lot of trust in my fellow driver.
This is unbelievable. Wind's pushing the truck all over the road. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is dangerous stuff, man.
The combination of darkness, wind and heavy rain is a nightmare for any driver. But Claire is in a truck that weighs just under 80 tonnes and is travelling at 100 kilometres an hour.
This is severe shit, man.
Conditions are treacherous. Visibility is down to less than 10 metres.
I worry about the people that are coming towards me. This is when things can get pretty nasty. We keep going no matter what, you know, you've got to just keep rolling and do the best you can with what you've got.
The gusts outside could blow Claire's trailer clean over.
Oh, this is where a combination of no experience or not knowing the roads, not knowing your vehicle, you can come unstuck here really badly. This is serious weather. And there's water all over that road.
The water on the road risks rendering the tyre treads useless. One mistimed touch of the brakes could send the rig into an uncontrollable aquaplane.
It's unbelievable. I have never seen anything like this in 16 years. I have never known water to be out over the road out here.
You have to think about going over the parkway.
Look at that, all this water. Never seen this. This is just unreal. Woo. Scary stuff. And you see the trucks have been pulled over. This is pretty unbelievable. We cheated death. We made it, brother. We made it. It's all good. It's all good. We are sticky side down and shiny side up. That's a good thing.
After their thunderstorm scare, Mark and Claire have made it on time to the edge of the Nullarbor Plain. A vast desert with no civilization, limited phone contact and only a few fellow travellers.
You and Squeak hopping up here at Norseman, eh? Eh? All right.
Out here, it's more important than ever not to let your concentration lapse.
We're about 15 kilometres north of Norseman. Yep.
Oh, what do we got here? Wide load.
Sorry, how wide's that?
4 metres, I'm backing him down.
Okay. 4 metres wide at the wheels as well, so I don't want him going off the road, and showering us with stones. Just keep it from going off the road, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, you all right, matey? Have a good day, eh?
Claire and Mark are about to hit the endless straight of the Nullarbor Plain. No corners to worry about, just cars that don't understand trucks.
I've got a guy that's sitting really close, basically illegally tailgating me, and it's a tiring thing as a truck driver because you're having to drive for not only yourself but him as well because he can't see what's coming.
A car so close that Claire can't see him in her mirrors.
So if I blow a tyre or something like that, or something for some reason comes off the vehicle, it's likely to cause him serious harm, and yeah, he's just being a nuisance. And I believe he's got a UHF in his car. Got a copy behind the road train there in that gold sedan.
Yeah, what do you want?
You want to not tailgate me, Dale, please? I'd appreciate that.
We were trying to get around here, but your blinkers are all working.
No, my blinkers are working fine, mate, but it's been all double white lines there before town, and I'll get you round when it's safe. Yeah, what do you want? You know? Oh, well, I'm sorry that I'm actually trying to do you a favour here and stop you from getting hurt.
A courtesy right blinker from the truck signals to a car behind it's safe to overtake. But this driver isn't waiting.
Now you're overtaking me with somebody that's coming, and that's just even worse. But hey, you know what you're doing, you know? No idea. My blinkers aren't working, which means I wasn't telling them when they could and could not come around, even though it was double white lines.
Claire's still getting over the tailgater incident when the road throws up another test of her patience.
Come on, Brad. Don't let the side down, brother. Don't let the side down.
A slow car is holding up the truck in front.
Come on, boy. This person's a menace. A menace, I tell you. We've been trying to get around this car for approximately 80 kilometres. There's the boys in front, me, there's another truck behind me, a couple of cars, another 2 trucks behind him. So we don't have the same acceleration as cars. You can't just put your foot down and go. You've got to sort of build it up, wind it up, we call it. Come on, Brad. It's very frustrating, but when you let it affect you and you bring emotion behind the wheel, it's a bad combination. It's never going to end well. Basically, you're in control of a weapon.
Claire's decided she's had enough. Now there's just the car to deal with.
The car in front of us now is telling me that they're going to cause me grief. And I don't even think they're aware that I'm behind them at this stage. And what they'll do is they'll do something really stupid like slow down.
The driver seems oblivious to the fact that behind him is an 80-ton road train that has a momentum all of its own. Claire can't stop.
Do not slam your bloody brakes on at an amber light. They normally drift all over the road. You can see them like this, rubbernecks, where they're talking to their mate and they're not paying attention to what's going on up here. And he'll probably give me the stinky look later on. If he catches me down the road here, you know, you get the look. They look up at you. Or they pick their phone up and say, I'm calling your boss.
After surviving a hair-raising electrical storm and a couple of close encounters with uncooperative car drivers, Claire and Mark are home. They've covered more than 7,000 kilometres, like driving from New York to Los Angeles and then on to Mexico City.
All done, grabbing our stuff and going home.